Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets in the first game of the preseason. I'm so glad to see Lakers basketball back once again. I mean, it's been so long that we haven't seen Lakers basketball. I mean, it's probably since June, I believe June, where the Lakers were out of the playoffs, against the Suns. So, it is what it is. And, the Lakers are energized. They're back. And obviously, guys, even though the Lakers lost against the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, guys, I'm going to say this right off the bat, okay? It's preseason. It's preseason, so we should not overreact about the Lakers' performance against the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, we witnessed tonight that there was no Russell Westbrook, there was no Carmelo Anthony, no LeBron James. So obviously, it was not supposed to be a win type of scenario for the Lakers. Okay, I mean, if Russell Westbrook, LeBron, Carmelo, and just having the right lineup in place, if they were playing tonight, I have to say the Lakers would have beaten the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, I'm just saying. But it is preseason. They're getting their bearings in and learning how to play well together. And, it's just this is just kind of like a practice run before the regular season begins. And obviously, there were some good things and there were some bad things when it came to the Lakers tonight. And I want to give you all my thoughts about it. And but real quick, guys, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across my social media sites as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video. And guys, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me, and it's well appreciated. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. So guys, let's just talk about real quick about the, what we witnessed tonight. I mean, obviously, the superstars were not there, so obviously the Lakers had to play what they had. Obviously, they played small, so obviously we saw more point guards and more of shooting guards-esque type of players playing tonight, and, a couple of bigs from, Dwight Howard and also DeAndre Jordan. So it's just one of those type of moments where we had to see how these players played well together. So obviously the number one player that really stood out to me was Malik Monk. Okay, off the bench, had 15 points, and I believe he went 3 of 4 from the three. So obviously the shooting was something that we need to look at as well. And Malik Monk achieved that goal for the Lakers tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me. So obviously, he's making a huge argument for a potential role in this team, especially when it comes to the key roles that's being battled between certain players for the shooting guard position and the small forward. So obviously, he's one of those players competing for that particular role at the shooting guard position. So a solid performance out there tonight for Malik Monk. And then you have THT, who I have to say, guys, I think I speak for most Laker fans when it comes to his performance. It was not to the best of abilities when it comes to what he was raving this offseason when it comes to improving on his shooting and just being a much different player heading into the regular season. Guys, I know some people may be complaining about his performance tonight, and, maybe some people are tired of him, but, guys, this is game one of the preseason. He is getting his bearings in. So, and plus, I believe he played the point guard position. So, that's not really his true position. He's more of a shooting guard slash, a small forward type of player. So, the Lakers had to deal what he had to deal what the Lakers put on him. That maybe has to do with the coaching as well. So we had to put maybe some blame when it comes to the coaching tonight as well. So obviously we had to put that into account about how the way the Lakers played tonight. But obviously THT not so much a good performance out there. So, but it is the preseason. He will develop and he will show what he's made of in these next couple of games into the preseason and heading into the regular season. So we have to just cool down, cool down from THT. But it was just at the same time, I really wanted to see more out of him when it comes to his performance against this particular team. So, it is what it is. So, let's talk about the bigs real quick. I mean, Dwight Howard, 11 points and he gave us 6 rebounds. I mean, guys, this is something that we were missing from a guy like him. Now, he did struggle a bit when it came to technicals and getting into foul trouble, but that's the whole nature of a big man. I mean, obviously, when you have to defend to the best of your ability and trying to, guard certain players, I mean, obviously, you have to have a center like him to do so. And obviously, Dwight Howard delivered for the Lakers. I mean, I have to say it was a kind of, I'm so glad that he's back. I mean, I really missed that type of performance from Dwight Howard. I mean, he really showed up when it came to, bringing what we missed last season when it comes to his ability to come off the bench and give you up to 6 or 8 rebounds a game. I mean, this is what Dwight Howard does, and I believe he's going to give us more of that heading into the regular season. And it's just really great to see that. And then also with DeAndre Jordan, excuse me. I was going to say someone else, but it was really great to see him how he played. I mean, we had to see how what he brings to the table for the Lakers. He started for the Lakers, and we're going to see more of that when it comes to him stepping up to the plate. When it comes to bringing the similar role what we had in 2019 when it came to JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. I mean, that's basically what the Lakers did with DeAndre Jordan. So obviously, I believe he had like 7 points out there tonight, and I believe he had like 4 rebounds, but he did manage to give us 3 blocks. So obviously, he basically came to on the defensive side of the ball when it comes all said and done. And I have to say, guys, I was really impressed by the rebounding by the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, when you look at the Kendrick Nunn, who I believe he had 7 points or something like that, somewhere around those range, and had 7 rebounds. So obviously, we're seeing a glimpse of his debut with the Lakers, but he's more of the guy who's going to be coming off the bench, and that's where he's most better at when it comes to stepping up for the Lakers' depth in the rotation. So I mean, it's not one of his best performances, but it was pretty solid. I mean, let's just give some credit to that. And then you had Wayne Ellington, who was on the bench. I believe he had 11 points, I believe, and managed to give us 2 of 7 from the 3. So his shooting is also, being recognized from Laker fans. And, there's some out there who just love how he played tonight for the Lakers. And, hopefully, we'll see more out of him when it comes to, what he brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and, he's still in the running for the shooting guard position, but, it's kind of a neck and neck type of situation with, what's his name? Malik Monk. And also you have, THT, who is either competing for the shooting guard position or the small forward. And speaking of small forward, I mean, when you look at Kent Bazemore, I mean, we saw not so much of a good performance from his part, but on the defensive side, I can understand why Frank Vogel would put him in the starting lineup, because on the defensive side, that's where he's most, better at when it comes to defending certain players. And, he is also in the contention for the small forward position. And, due to Trevor Ariza, I believe last time I checked, I think he has an injury with his ribs, but hopefully it's not anything too serious. Obviously, we have to see in the next couple of days if he'll be ready to go when regular season begins. But, still remains to be seen about his status. I believe he suffered that in training camp or something like that. So hopefully it's not anything too serious. But yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say. I mean, because other than that, the Lakers only played some players from the South Bay Lakers. We saw, Austin Reeves. We saw Mac McClung and other players also who just most of them were from the South Bay Lakers who played in the last couple of minutes, and just some key players from Malik Monk and Dwight Howard, who I saw basically were the guys that really showed what they're made of, and there's some from THT who needs to get his act together and just show what he's made of compared to what we saw from him last year in the preseason, when he was averaging around like 20 to 30 points a game, because of his explosive energy. But we just didn't see that from him in this particular game, and hopefully he just turned this around moving forward, going into a couple of games of the preseason, and of course heading into the regular season. But guys, this is the preseason. Okay, we're trying to see which players will play with who, and obviously we should not overreact. I mean, I am not overreacting. I mean, this is just the preseason, okay? If it was the regular season and the Lakers were playing like this, I will give them the most criticism in this finest. So obviously, I will let you all know, and I'll keep it real when it comes to the Lakers. I mean, obviously, I didn't like a lot of things in tonight's game, but this is what preseason is all about. Is to improve, is to get your bearings in and learn how to play with each other. I mean, these are new players playing with each other in a new system. So obviously, you need to get your bearings in these preseason games and learn how to play well together. And obviously, we had our superstars being out. So obviously, this is not a regular game where you see LeBron and Anthony Davis play in together. So this is just something very different. And plus, Anthony Davis, he only played, I believe, for like 10 minutes or something, somewhere around those range, and gave us like 6 points or 4 points out there. So obviously, he was there, but it was not anything that needed for him to play so much minutes, because he's in the conversation as one of the best superstars in this game. So obviously, he did not perform to the best of his ability as well. So I just had to put that out there, guys. So please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about this preseason game against the Brooklyn Nets. And guys, please give me your thoughts about certain players that not performed to the best of their ability. Was it THT? Was it somebody else like Kendrick Nunn? Or somebody else out there? And who do you think performed very well? Was it Malik Monk? Was it Dwight Howard? I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and guys, expect more videos when it comes to game analysis. When it comes to certain Laker games that come about. Obviously, this is one of those type of videos that I will be making, because this is the whole focal point of my channel when it comes to giving game analysis and news updates, speculations about everything that goes down when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. So, it's just I really want to know your thoughts about it, and if you guys continuing to show me the love, support, expect more videos when it comes to game analysis and news update speculation. So I really do appreciate the love and support, guys. Make sure to like all of my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.